God bless the truckers. Let me just say to each of you, thank you for being here. Thank you for speaking out. Thank you for giving your voice. You are standing up. You're standing up for truckers across the country, but you're standing up. Thank you, every man, every woman, every child in America. You're standing up for freedom. This didn't used to be that complicated a proposition. It ought to be your choice what you put in your body. It ought to be your choice what health care decisions you. And it damn sure ought to be your choice what health care your kids. Now look, we've all got our rights. If you choose to get the COVID vaccine, that's your choice. Fantastic. But if you make the choice not to, that's your choice also. And it shouldn't be a bunch of petty government pirates.
That's right.
Who are trying to force you to make a personal health care decision. You know, 2 years ago when this pandemic started, you had lots of politicians who would give speeches about heroes. When these idiot politicians shut down small businesses and schools all over the country, you heard those same politicians talking about the hero truck drivers that made our supply chain move, that put food on the shelves, that ensured that people had what they need for day-to-day life. Now suddenly those same heroes that they were praising, they're trying to get fired. We heard about first responders. These politicians are trying to fire cops and firefighters who dare make the decision for their own health care. Doctors and nurses. How many poetic speeches did we hear about the heroes on the front line until these idiots say, sorry, if you don't comply, you're fired. Soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, nurses, teachers. It is fundamentally wrong. I'll tell you, I've talked to Navy SEALs who spent a decade or more defending our nation, who've trained, who've gone through incredible training to risk their lives to keep us safe, and now these idiots are saying, you're fired if you don't comply. It is fundamentally wrong. And I want to tell you, your voice is being heard.
Thank you.
When the Canadian truckers began speaking up, the eyes of the world were transfixed on Canada. Canadian truckers, they were standing up for Canadian freedom, but they were standing up for Americans as well. And this convoy is carrying on that same spirit. And let me take a minute to speak to the folks in the media who want to portray you guys as a bunch of violent criminals. That is utter and complete garbage. The men and women here, you are exercising your First Amendment right to free speech and peaceful protest. And people are waking up all across this country. People are waking up. And there's a very simple message. You know, several of us met earlier this week in the Capitol. There are a bunch of reporters. Oh, at one point, one of the reporters from a left-wing outlet said, you know, all you fevered truck drivers. Now, as I look around, I don't see any fevers. I do see people who are pissed off.
People are pissed off.
But, you know, they ask, what do you want? All right, I'm going to put it really simply for the reporters that are not all that bright and not all that honest. What the men and women want here is for the government to leave you the hell alone. And that is the most American sentiment you can imagine. It is your life. It is your health care. It is your speech. It is your freedom. And you have the right to speak and make the choices for your own family. The Constitution protects it. And we will stand and fight and demand it. And God bless you. And God bless the United States of America.
How do you follow up that? Excuse me, guys. Okay, this guy's wrong.
Sorry, guys, we're headed out.
Roll. Follow me. Sir, remember the children, please. Fight for them. Fight for them.
Thank you.
Because they asked me 11 illegal questions of why is my sincere number. And then they called me. Yeah.
Oh, hi. I haven't got a picture. Yeah. Senator. A little different than Canada, huh?
Yeah, a little bit different. Yeah. They show up.
Yeah. Well, but we still got to test them. There's a lot of talk in the United States.